Matthias Boyd serve to Gideon. Lowell. Play.
So whichever pair... Oh dear, that's an ominous start, isn't it, from the left-handed Matthias Boe. Whichever pair wins today will create a little record this year, because Boe and Mogensen are trying to become the first pair this year to win back-to-back men's doubles Super Series titles. And as far as the Indonesians are concerned, if they win, they're the first pair this year to win 3 Super Series titles this year. Well, apart from this Danish combination winning the title here twice, one other Danish pair have won the men's doubles here at the China Open. And I think that may have been when you were coaching them, Steen, 2003. Lars Porsker and Jonas Rasmussen. Yeah. Oh, he's quick, isn't he? Sulkamoljo.
Yeah. Fun to watch.
Yeah.
2 Indonesian players here, and they were in trouble yesterday against Chad Yao and Hong Wei. They really had them more or less locked down, but managed to come back.
Yeah, we were just about counting them out, weren't they?
Yeah.
We're 12-17 down in the second game, having lost the first.
And having been totally out of the match. They
Yeah.
hadn't had anything.
5-1.
Two extremely fast players. Not that tall.
It's over 2-5.
I think the Danes, they're going to have really good shot quality if they want to win this match.
Service over 6-2.
And by that I mean they need to control the rallies. I don't think they can afford to go into some sort of dogfight with the Indonesians.
Well, there's a challenge here by Boe and Mogensen. Where did they think they are? They thought it was the centre line that it was out.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say that was certainly long enough into the service box. So first challenge of this men's doubles. Now what does Hawkeye say? I have to say I thought it was in, but I mean I wasn't particularly looking at that.
It's probably always going to be really close. I mean, there's no one serving 5 or 10 centimeters wide, so
no, and
probably a close call.
And I tend to look at the front service line anyway. Yeah, it was
that's
out.
a good challenge.
Good challenge, yeah, very good challenge.
Out. So it's over 3-6.
Oh, goodness.
Great reactions by
Service over 7-3.
Gideon.
Well, you were alluding to this earlier in the day, weren't you, about the mind games and...
Yeah, and the umpire is in for a tough task.
Yeah. It's a great serve.
Service over 4-7.
Because I'm sure the Danes, they want to take their time here. Don't want to play a fast-paced match.
Ooh, challenge.
That's a challenge the
That's
other way.
definitely got to be a challenge.
Mount challenge. Call out.
Surely that was in. Let's have a look. It's quite
I'm glad I didn't have to call it.
yeah, it's quite deceptive when we're on an angle, isn't it?
No, it's just out.
It was just out.
Challenge unsuccessful.
We were noticing in Denmark, weren't we, Steen, how difficult it was when we were on an angle to,
Yeah.
to really judge the lines.
5-7. Six, 7.
They got to be careful here, the Danes, because they are lifting a bit flat. Now, Carsten Mogensen is outside of the picture delivering the shuttle to the Indonesians by trying a high lift. And we saw that Chai and Hong, they were quite successful with their high lifts yesterday. Yes, that's what I've been suspecting throughout this tournament, that a number of the services from Kevin Sukamuljo are short. We can't see from that one that I was right. We can just say that this one was short. There's the high lift.
Whoops.
Well played.
Brilliant. And we've actually had a rally over 6 shots.
Almost needed a stadium announcer telling the audience this was a rally.
Quick. Oh, challenge that, yes. I thought that was in.
Marvel challenges call out.
You weren't convinced.
I just think it's
That's in.
doubtful. It's one of the difficult ones that slides. There it was.
Good challenge.
Correction.
They're really, really difficult to judge correctly.
Yeah, yeah.
10-7. Right. 11-7, interval.
Good serve. Very good serve.
Det er meget bedre nu, vi skal blive ved med at være opmærksom på at bevæge os, selvom der er mange dueller, der ikke er så lange til. Vi skal frem og have fat i det der, når de udfordrer den tredje, fjerde og den sjette bold, ikke? Og så kommer vi under, så hejser den op, og så slår til, så må vi svede ud, hvis det er. Vi har ikke rigtig været tæt på den nede endnu. Ellers er det fint at arbejde.
Men hvis jeg lige får chancen, så bygger op i stedet for Kevin der. En større opsamling er meget god, den der lige med linjen.
Så bliver det lidt mange fælde server, ikke også? Han har svært ved at få dem ind. Den anden tror jeg er okay. Det får være.
So the advice there, Steen?
The Danes to keep moving, keep having good movements, even though some of the rallies are really, really short. If they're in trouble, then just lift it. Oh,
My goodness me. What on earth was that?
that's the wildest smash I've seen in a very, very long time. Or cut, or whatever it was. Maybe he was indecisive about what he wanted to do.
Yeah, sorry, I interrupted you there.
Yeah, once in a while, just played a high defensive shot to the baseline, and Lassua said that if it goes out, it goes out. I mean, we've not even been close yet by playing long. They also said something about who they were targeting the most in the defense, but I couldn't hear who it was. They felt that one of the players from the Indonesian pair had really good flat defense. Good coverage by Matthias Ball.
Well, they've won all 4 points since the mid-game interval.
Yeah. And it starts up with good services. That's it.
Short.
Great play by the Danes. Very patient attack by Carsten Mogensen, and then eventually he gets Matthias Bo activated, and Bo's smashes, the left-handed smash, is doing a lot of damage to the Indonesian side.
Well, this is extraordinary, isn't it?
What is it, 6 points?
6 straight
Yeah,
points.
yeah. Bo is doing a really good job of serving and playing a really, really good third shot.
The run comes to an end, but those 7 straight points, a very different complexion and feel on this opening game.
Yeah. So Kamolu looking at the umpire. Oh, that would have been short.
He was committed to it though, wasn't he?
14.
And this is where I feel that Carsten Mogensen is not getting ready to receive. And I mean, they played 2 shots. What is it?
Yeah.
that's where I feel the umpires needs to be strict. Also, in order to keep men's doubles interesting, because it's so
Yeah.
uninteresting watching these long breaks.
Yeah, I agree.
Service over.
But it's a integrated part of the Danes' sort of pre-rally routine, whether they're serving or they're receiving, and
Yeah, but we've been talking about it for years, and I have a feeling that because of their status in world terms, former world number ones,
Yeah.
they're so highly ranked, that umpires have let them get away with it and get into the sort of,
I think so.
yeah,
I think so. And I mean, they're not to blame. The umpires are to blame if they feel that the rules are being broken and not do anything about it.
broken or even exploited.
Yeah.
Service over. 15.
Yeah, there's a real hesitation, wasn't
Yeah.
there, between the two Danes? That's surprising. You were talking about the fact that they formed their partnership in 2004, so this is their 13th year together.
You can see that it's getting to the Indonesians.
Yeah.
15 more.
And here it is again. I mean, it's 2 shots. So there's nothing else to do than just get ready to receive
Yeah.
the serve.
Good serve.
Service over. 16. 15. Service over. 16 all.
And depending on how they want to tackle the Indonesians, one way of doing it is simply just launching the serve and then getting the Danes to say, hey, we're not ready. And then the umpire is forced to make a decision. Who do you
Yeah.
want to complain against?
That's
17.
a brilliant serve.
16.
Yeah, and Bo knows it, because otherwise he would have challenged. Oh, that one was short. That seemed to bob, didn't it?
Yeah. Excellent combination from the Danes.
17 all.
Set play from the left and right
Total,
hander.
totally set play, hitting on the outer side of Sukamuljo. Very difficult to get it across, and he plays it directly into the forehand of Matthias Bo.
I like that smash too.
Yeah.
17.
Towards the left shoulder of Matthias Bo.
And we have to say, apart from that run of points the Danes had, it's the Indonesians who's dominated the few rallies that there's been. Big miss from Bo there. I'm not sure he expected a smash from Carsten Mogensen. We saw earlier that he'd played a lot of drop shots.
Yeah, well, we just saw a replay there from a couple of rallies ago. It's gone long.
Service over. 18, 19.
What a good return.
Yeah.
Always landed
it's
in.
Clearly in.
Yeah. Well, they're challenging, but I think that's a forlorn hope.
4-8.
Or what? No.
Ooh.
We are in a bad position, Jill,
Yeah.
to see those shots. I think it might be out.
Yeah, caught the line.
Oh. Well, it was definitely worth a challenge.
Yeah, it was indeed.
Very, very
Yeah,
important time of the match.
because it's now 2 game point opportunities for the Indonesians.
18.
Opening game to the number 7 seeds,
Gideon and Marcos.
Gideon Marcus Finaldi and Kevin Sanjaya Sulkamulja. 21-18, opening game in 21 minutes.
Karena kalau main di mana sih gol depan tangannya bagus ya. Jadi banyak yang belakang aja belakang yang lain yang kedua kalau servis ya terkadang malah ya kalau depan datang ambil aja kalau main ke belakang ambil ya yang belakang ambil dan yang depan siap lagi ya udah kalau si di depan servis ya lo masih separuh ini dia masih dia bagus ya jadi kayak agak lewatin dia kalau gue separuh ini yang belakang siap masih silang ya kalau misalnya di sini masih silang dan kayak di belakang yang kencengin lagi aja ya terus defense-nya kalau sama siap posisi depan si posisi yang belakang defense-nya ya gue kan bagus kencengin aja kan itu pertengahan dikit tuh kencengin kalau lo penetrasi kena kemudian kencengin aja drive-in ya serangannya jangan yang lo banyak macam-macam kalau turunin aja kencengin lo apa supaya kalau bagus ya
So the Indonesians 1 game to the good, 21-18. And as so often with men's doubles, we've had some very short, sharp rallies. But Steve, when you look back on the former champions here at the China Open, men's doubles,
Again.
and especially the Indonesian pairs, it's a who's who of all-time greats.
Yeah.
You go Kido and Setiawan, Ricky and Rexy Sabaja and Rexy Manaki, Rudy Gunawan and Bambang Supriyanto, Chandra Wijaya and Sigit Budiato.
Tony Gunawan, what about him?
I don't think he did win it.
No.
And
He changed his partners so
Yes.
so quickly.
Oh, that's quick. That is quick.
It's over. 1.
So incredibly fast with the rackets, both Indonesian players. And I don't think the drift has that much influence in this match. I think the Danes now feel that, okay, we can lift a little bit better. Yeah, maybe you can, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's well played.
It's over. 2. 1.
Lazua. I guess the other coach is with...
He's with Daniel Jorgensen.
Yep. Going through the warm-up routine. Next match on court. It's the men's singles final. Targeting that forehand defence of the left-hander.
All.
Oof,
It's over. 3,
called out.
2. Four, 2.
Oh, my goodness.
Service over.
Well, he's
3,
missed a couple of sitters today, hasn't he?
Yeah.
That's very, very uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I guess it's perhaps the implied pressure that the Indonesians get so much back and they're so fast and unpredictable in their game.
Service over. 5, 3.
But a good start to the second game for the Danes.
Oh, my goodness me. I don't believe it. Wow, on earth did they extend that rally? Oh, the umpire says change the shuttle. Danes didn't want to.
It's over. 4, 6.
First time since that streak of points to the Danes in the first game that the Indonesians returned back at Matthias Bo. They solved it
5, 6.
from what was it, 15-10 in the first game by when Bo was serving, simply just returned to Carsten Mogensen. This was the first time they played back at him at the net.
That's a good backhand.
It's over. 7, 5.
Interesting, Matthias Bo and Carsten Mogensen, they're not sharing a room in this tournament. They're actually not sharing a hotel either, because Matthias Bo chose to move away from the official hotel.
It's over.
So they like their own space when not on court.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
nothing wrong with that.
No.
Did well to reach that. I thought that Kevin Sanjaya Sulkamuljo was going to play it.
9 9.
When we were on the bus coming over here, Steen, you were telling me about Boa Mogenson's chances of perhaps qualifying for the Super Series finals.
7 all.
Yeah, they're in competition with the two other Danish pairs, as Denmark can only qualify 2 pairs for the Super Series, and
It's over.
their
8
chances
7.
are getting better. Of course, they would be even better if they won this tournament. They have to finish. If they win this tournament, they have to finish 2 rounds ahead of Skorup and Astrup. That means that if Skorup and Astrup were to lose the first round, they can afford to lose the quarterfinal and still qualify. If they lose this match, they have to finish 3 rounds ahead of Skorup and Astrup.
And of course, this Danish pair are 3 times winners of the Super Series finals, 2010 to 12. 3 consecutive titles they won at the Super Series finals, so it's been one of their lucky events. They will desperately want to go to Dubai. But then, as we were saying earlier, so does everybody.
Yeah.
That's a great shot.
And what an achievement it would be for the Danes, considering that Carsten Mogensen has been out for so long with his brain aneurysm.
Yeah. I really didn't believe he'd ever get back to international badminton again, and he's not just got back. I mean, he's won 2 tournaments since then.
And I think we saw them in Denmark Open, where
9.
they actually showed some really good play, and there were signs of something good, and therefore it was, to me, logical that they did well in French Open, and they continued here on the good run.
Yeah. Denmark, they lost in the semi-final to Go Hee-shem and Tam Wee Kyung, who went on to win their first ever Super Series title. Since then, they haven't won a match, the Malaysians.
No.
So into the mid-game interval, the Indonesians with a 2-point advantage.
Looked a little bit disheartened, the Danes, as they went to the interval, but we've seen them crawl back before, and
11-9.
therefore we shouldn't rule that out, but definitely the advantage with the 2 Indonesian players. Good movement by Carsten Mogensen.
11.
They're going all in now, the Danes. We saw Mathias Bo hunting that at the net. And getting a little bit lucky with the net cord there.
12, 11.
And he's been covering those third shots extremely well. I think the better thing for the Indonesian to do is to play it to the backcourt player when ball is serving. Get the rally going for them.
Oh,
That's going long.
Oh, it's called in. They're challenging.
I couldn't really see it because it landed behind the back of Carsten Mogensen, so
Call in.
yeah, it's in.
Oh, it's
in.
definitely in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just the flight looked as if it was going to go way long.
Plumb on the line.
Challenger unsuccessful. 1 challenger remaining. Service over. 12, 4. Oh,
Very alert.
13, 12.
They more or less have to go for these 50-50 shots. The Danes got to win the service situation and control the rally.
Oh my goodness.
Service over.
That was the
13,
second one, almost on the
14.
blue. Yeah, that smash or drop that
That's right.
was directed at the service judge. So many other good actions from Kevin Sukamuljo.
Service over. 15, 13.
In many ways, it's fantastic that we can have 4 players on court that are 2 and 2 so different.
Yeah.
2 players that are not that tall, and then 2 very tall players. So just have to use your advantage to the best.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Long.
That's too long. No, what
Service
a rally.
over. 14, 15.
That's the first jump lift I've seen. Ooh, that looked long.
Goodness. Well, there was a full pirouette there from Gideon Marcus Finaldi. And once again, it was Matthias Bo who made the error. There, look at that. Full pirouette on the backhand smash. No wonder he's happy with that.
Service over. 15, 16.
Oi.
It's gone wide.
Service over.
Good save
17,
it
15.
by Matthias Bo, but in the end, not enough. Comes here.
Yeah.
But we talked about in the women's doubles this about having players that can fill the roles equally well, and I think we see an example of it here where perhaps there's a preferred front court and back court player, but they are very, very good in the opposite role as well, both Sukamuljo and Gideon.
He's so quick onto those half-court
Yeah.
flat pushes, isn't he? Sukamuljo. 3 points away from a third Super Series title of the year. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Don't believe it.
It's long.
Now he's pushed it long.
It's over. 16, 18.
Well, the Indonesians, they must have had about 3 or 4 opportunities to finish off the rally. Well, not really getting the feel of the rally from that replay. But quite clearly the longest rally of the match so far, 50 shots. Well, we've had an age in between
16, 18.
the end of that rally and the beginning of this. It's desperately disappointing. We didn't get to see more of that rally in replay.
That was the best rally of the match.
Quite easily.
Service over. 19, 16.
Unreturnable. That shot from Gideon.
Match points have arrived.
16.
4 opportunities to win their third Super Series title of the year. Their third in total.
Service over. 17, 15.
Good opportunity to win it there.
Yeah.
They've stayed in it, the Danes, but it's only actually after that run of 6 straight points in the first game that you had the feeling that they were sort of on the way to win this match. Apart from that, I think the Indonesians have been dominant.
Indonesians are challenging. I'm convinced that was in.
4-8.
You know, on that previous rally, Steen, as we wait for Hawkeye, I felt that the Indonesians were wanting to win the match with a showboating shot.
Yeah,
And that, I think, could be very costly.
it could.
Here we go. I'm sure this is in. Yeah.
But we also saw again some of the stuff that makes them so difficult to play, these two guys here, and that is that they sort of forced the Danes to win that rally 3 times
Yeah.
because they saved 2 really big opportunities.
Yeah. Still match points, of course, for the Indonesians. 2 more opportunities. Just 1 more opportunity. What a good serve, though, from Carsten Mortensen.
I mean, it's a pair that the Indonesians have never beaten. They're a recently upcoming pair, the Indonesians, so there's a lot of pairs like this.
Yeah.
But it's one of the good pairs that they haven't beaten yet. So only 1 rally away from it now. But
Well, it wasn't called. An ace on the flick serve, and it's 20 all. And extra points required. 4 match points have come and gone. Do they have the nerve? So match point number 5 now for the Indonesians.
he looks like Gideon. He looks like he just wants to get it over with.
Yeah. And this time they convert. A 3rd Super Series title of the year for Gideon Marcus Finaldi and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo. For the Danes, obvious disappointments, the 2-time former champions in their 4th final here today.
Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo, 21-18, 22-20.
Just under 50 minutes. Oh, crikey, I wonder he didn't do his back in with that little celebration there. But they played well today, did the Indonesians. They played well all week, and there is confirmation.